it out, what you handsome. You and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The tight end Henry here in motion. This is Poole. And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the Seahawks 19-yard line.
Now Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Check contact, check contact.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Olave, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Patriots at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The tight end Henry here in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. First target, first catch at a first down.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. The tight end Henry here in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now pull. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The tight end Henry here in motion. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here we go, here we go. Get it. Right. 3. Cut back in.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
50 Bobcat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That's returnable now for Smith. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tariq Woolen picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man to tight end Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jones now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. He sets to fire deep. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Let's go now.
Back back to Walker on first down. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Patriots nothing. Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The tight end Henry here in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man here, the tight end, Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for our Patriots. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jones. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks,